Hey Aquarius, how you doing today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This one is going to be for Tuesday, September 23rd through Thursday, September 25th. You might say, gee, Cheryl, that's an awfully short week. And I tell you, I know. And I'm sorry. I got these out late, and I apologize. But at any rate, we're here now. So I will be back on Wednesday with your bonus readings to get you through your weekend. And for now, we'll just pull cards and see what Spirit wants to bring up or talk about, okay? All right, one more. Okay, there we go. All righty. This one's for my Aquariuses. Aquarius. All the cards. Okay, let's see what we start with. Okay, you're starting with the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Followed by the Five of Swords. And then I have the Three of Wands. So, this is your backstory going into this reading. It lets me know where we're working from going forward, right? Okay. Ten of Pentacles, Five of Swords. So, so I think you have your Ten of Pentacles, you have the path to your Ten of Pentacles in place, or you know exactly how you intend to get there. Or you felt as though you did. And all of a sudden now there's some sort of conflict. So I feel like you had blazed a path. You knew exactly what direction you were taking to get to this Ten of Pentacles, to this abundance, this legacy, whatever, the success. But unexpectedly now there's some kind of a conflict here on the road to get there. And the conflict to me for some reason feels like it's coming from within you. So it's not that something else or someone else on the outside of the situation has changed. It's that something inside of you has changed. Okay, and the obstacle here is the Three of Wands. It's going towards the future is the obstacle. You picking exactly how you want to get there. So this has already happened. This is your backstory. It's just telling me, like I said, where we're building from, but I don't know why you've changed something. Let's see if we can figure it out. Okay. Okay. So where are we currently? I've got the Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups. The challenge is the Four of Cups. So currently you feel as though this Ten of Pentacles has turned into a very heavy burden for you. The next one over is the Page of Cups. So you have a very, it's like currently you're living life not very grounded. You're very much so, it's like you've given way to a little bit of delusion. You're almost delusional here or something. You're holding on to a fantasy that's not attainable, or you're not being realistic here for sure. Acting somewhat immature, which doesn't, none of those things I just said sound like you. So this is definitely you being out of sorts. The obstacle right now is a level of dissatisfaction. You're disappointed or dissatisfied with where things are in your life. I'm not sure if this delusion is, or whatever, this Page of Cups, I'm not sure if this is trying to tell me that possibly you have a heavy burden and you're dissatisfied with everything. So does that mean that you're thinking of switching it all up, but what you're trying to switch it all up to is not realistic? You're very conflicted, period, about the whole thing. Something on the way to this Ten of Pentacles has become dissatisfactory to you, or you don't. This is like you have a career and you're working it and you're almost to success or whatever. You've got success, and all of a sudden now you don't want to do that anymore. For some reason, you've decided you don't like that, or that's not the line of work you want to be in. And that's fine. That happens to people. But now all of a sudden you've got this heavy burden, maybe because you have an extensive amount of bills or something that are attached to whatever lifestyle you were leading with that job. So now you've got some half-brained, half-baked kind of idea about a different direction you want to take, but it's not grounded, okay? Whatever this idea you have. Now, that doesn't mean you can't find another career and switch careers or something. That's not what I'm saying. But whatever this one plan is you're trying to work with right now is not the right one, it doesn't look like. It's not based in reality. And the obstacle now is that you're just incredibly dissatisfied with everything. Okay, so what do we got in the near future? I've got the Two of Wands, okay? The Knight of Wands. And the King of Wands. Well, you're going to be feeling quite passionately about something here in the near future, aren't you? Two of Wands here in the near future, you have to make a decision. Obviously, you have to pick a path. But the Knight of Wands, you are definitely, you're definitely acting out of character here, because with the Knight of Wands, you're just ready to throw it all away and run. You just don't want to be doing what you're doing anymore. Whatever you're doing right now, you have decided you completely dislike that. So you want to go in a different direction. I don't know that you're putting enough forethought into whatever you are switching, though. The obstacle here is the King of Wands. The obstacle here is that you're feeling very fiery and passionate about it, so you are throwing caution to the wind, I guess you could say. All right, what else we got right here? I've got the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Swords is how I feel you're presenting. That is someplace you're very comfortable, so that's not a problem. That's you being very defensive, though, and very logical normally. Okay, then the Hermit is you pulling your energy back out of the situation that you're currently in to try to reassess it and figure out what you want to do with that. Now, normally as the Queen of Wands, that would be fine, but for some reason now all of a sudden we get the Queen of Cups. So I get the feeling that, I don't know, maybe you're dealing with an influx in emotion. What you're dealing with is an influx in some kind of emotion and a strong decrease in logic right this second, it looks like. You're just not being terribly grounded or realistic about the things that you are trying to change, or the manner in which you're trying to change them, okay? You can change things, but you have to be more realistic about, I don't know, about the reality here, I guess. I don't know how to put that, but you're just not thinking things through effectively right now, it looks like. Now, all that being said, does that mean you shouldn't make the changes you want to make and go for it? No, but I'm just telling you it's not going to be as smooth a ride as you're thinking it's going to be, because you're not taking things into account that need to be accounted for. Page of Pentacles is you trying to build a new foundation. However, at this point, I have 3 or 4. I have at least 3 of the pages out here. You're acting very out of character and very immature. A little bit self-serving, but maybe not in a bad way. However, you're just not being realistic in the things that you're trying to push forward right now. 5 of Cups is you being filled with a sense of loss and regret. 3 of Pentacles, you want new collaborations. You're tired of the grouping of people you have. This all feels work related to me. All of this feels like this has something to do with career, money, legacy, work. Okay, last 3. Oh, what have I got? Yeah, 3 more. I've got Ace of Pentacles, so there is a new opportunity coming towards you attached to money. Then I've got a divine union here somewhere, which to me right now feels not like a relationship, more like a boss or a friend that's going to stay around for a long time. 7 of Wands is you being incredibly defensive towards whatever this new divine union is coming in. Tuesday, I've got 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. This is you stepping into your independence and out of things that you feel codependent in, and you trying to figure out where you want to invest and how much. Wednesday, I've got the Knight of Cups and the 5 of Wands. This is you feeling very conflicted about whether or not to rush in and save a situation that's somewhere around you. And Thursday, I've got you with the Emperor and the High Priestess. You're being very quiet about how upset you are in the current dynamic. You're not letting people know. It's like it's a secret or something. With the Emperor, you are in charge of your own kingdom, so you can do as you please. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying maybe you should pump the brakes for a minute and be more realistic about it. Try to get more grounded in what you're trying to do. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm not sure that the route you're trying to take is the most effective route, is what I see in these cards. But that being said, you go out and make it the best week you possibly can. This is just a reading for, what, 3 days? So who knows? Anything can change. But this is where I see you right this second, okay? All right, Aquarius. If you made it to this point in the video and you don't mind, can you do me a favor and hit the like, share, follow, comment, something? All of those help me a bunch with the algorithm, and I appreciate you greatly for doing it. There we go. I'm falling on my words. There you go. Go make it a great week. It'll be fine. You'll just work it out eventually. It's just try not to make so many drastic decisions, maybe, without a lot of thought. Okay, there you go. Thank you.